free zone.
Welcome, everybody. How y'all doing? This is your Godfather, D. Darrell Spears, here once again. I know it's been a while since I went live, man. I've been just busting it, man. Just working triple time, trying to handle my business. You know, everybody knows, I got things going on, trying to handle my business, but I decided tonight. Wrong. Oh, baby. I got to talk about you, the woman of the hour. The interview with Shakim. I want to talk about that. We're going to deep dive into that. Because that interview came out of nowhere. And it gave clarity to what that relationship, which we all knew what was up. Come on, y'all know I made the Snacky Snack song. All of that stuff he got mad about. But we need to really. Oh, I got permission? Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into the reality of the situation, because we have been speculating something was going on with them two for the longest. You the prize. tricking on the young buck. So was it transactional or was it love? Was it really love or was it lust? But before we get into this, Kip gotta let y'all know this is Kip's reaction to the video. Ra, I want you to listen to what Kip got to say.
I have to admit, I play both sides of the coin. I miss you, Shashim. Baby, please come back to me. I'll plenty of cash ups for me. I will just the AWs use for you, baby. Take me back. I have to admit, I play both sides of the coin. I miss you, Shashim. Baby, please come back to me. I'll plenty of cash ups for me. I will just the AWs use for you, baby. Take me back.
And then he said, hold on, guys.
Baby, don't tell any more about the pics and how I got snacky snakes. Come on, baby. You the prize.
Don't tell nobody.
Why, Shakim? Why are you doing me this way? Baby, I miss you. Let's forget to the past, baby. Please, baby, don't tell any more about the pics and how I got snacky snakes. Come on, baby. You the prize.
The snacky snack.
Why are you doing me this way? Baby, I miss you. Let's forget to the past, baby. Please, baby, don't tell any more about the pics and how I got snacky snakes. Come on, baby. You the prize.
This is what Kip real reaction to that interview. This is his real reaction. Now he can go live and talk his little shit, talking like, fuck rock, he tried to have he finally had a little heat, he tried to talk his little shit, but come on. This shit is like 2 years overdue, Kip. You sent me a song? Oh, shit. What song? I'm late, but hold on. Let me get to this shit. But see, I was overwhelmed listening to the video. I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed because I didn't think that Shakim was going to come back and do another interview on this. I thought he was going to pretty much, put this to bed, never revisit this again. Let it be. Let everybody speculate. You know, like, don't go into detail with the shit. Let it go. Like, let people think what they want to think. It'll be a guessing game. And then I don't know what Robbie did to convince this Negro to come live, but I'm like, this shit is crazy. Like, it was wild. And the fact of the matter, this has been a long-term relationship of almost a year. Almost a year before they met. Flirting on the phone, sexting, jacking off while listening to Shaquem voice. The bussy pigs. Oh God, fucking the bussy pigs, man. This is big burly ass nigga, man. This is some funny shit. This is some funny ass shit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this song, man. Like, let me get to the song. Shit, I want to, have fun today. This is some funny ass shit. I missed out on the song, but I didn't. But I'm gonna play this song. Let's get to it.
You keep calling my phone late at night, kid. Whispering my name like I'm yours to keep. I told you once, I told you twice that love ain't here. But you still lurking around my door. You won't disappear. I see a shadow in the rearview mirror, sending flowers, sending threats, feeding on your fear.
Now, Kip, don't cry. Listen to this, Kip. Don't cry, Kip.
Trying to live my life free.
Don't cry, Kip.
But you old enough to know better, yet you still chasing me. You've abandoned a reason. Love don't live here anymore. This house is mine, Kip. Get the love off my door. Stalking through the night. Harassing in the day.
Look at the contrast. What young and what old.
Yes, but my soul screams away. Love don't live here anymore.
Damn. Love don't live anymore. It don't live in no more. Listen to her.
Why are you doing me this way? Baby, I miss you. Let's forget to the past, baby. Please, baby, don't tell anymore about the pics and how I got snacky snakes. Come on, baby, you the prize.
Let me play this shit one more time. I do this one more time. It was a heartfelt, number. Let's get to it.
Oh.
Yes.
You keep calling my phone.
You keep calling
late at
my
night,
phone.
kid. Whispering my name like I'm yours to keep.
Yes.
I told you once,
Here's the key.
I told you twice that love ain't here.
Love ain't here.
But you still lurking around my door. You won't disappear.
Does he want them snacky snacks?
I see a shadow in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Sending flowers, sending threats, feeding on your fear. I'm a young man trying to live my life free.
Trying to live his life.
But you old enough to know better, yet you still chasing me.
Chasing him. You want that pussy.
Love don't live here anymore. This house is mine, Kip. Get the hell up off my door, stalking through the night, harassing in the day. Your twisted heart keeps saying yes, but my soul screams away. Love don't live here anymore.
Damn. This nigga here, man. Look.
I have to admit, I play both sides of the coin. I miss you, Shasheem. Baby, please come back to me. I will plenty of cash apps for me. I will just the AWs for you, baby. Take me back.
The love don't live there no more, Kip. It don't live there no more. He pleading. He want to, man, look. If Shakim decided tomorrow to come back to the sector, Kip would abandon the AFWs. And you know, Shakim is not a big fan of AFWs. Kip would turn on the AFWs overnight for that piece of ass. I kid you not. If Shakim made amends with Kip tonight, the next day Kip would be on his panel. If Shakim came back to the sector, Kip would be talking shit about everybody with the AFWs. Because we all know, Rye, you the prize. Rye, you the prize. He would abandon the AFWs for Shakim Ra. Easily. And Kip, I know you watching. I know you watching, you bastard, because you ain't got shit else to do. Because Shakim don't want to fuck with you. You want this man right here. You want him, huh? You want him, huh? He don't want you no more. He don't want you no more. He don't want you. Man, Kip in a kerfuffle. This is such a kerfuffle right now, Kip. Straight up kerfuffle. Straight up kerfuffle. Now, we're going to get to the goddamn video, you know, because I want to just touch on a few things. And I'm not a big believer in, you know, like I don't use a lot of people's content all the time. And shout out to Rob B for giving me permission. Definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. He going live after this. Shout out to Damn You 2 times. Hey, what's up, P? Kip is now Icarus. Him flew close to the death. Yeah, flew to the goddamn sun and burned up. Look, man. For another man to talk about the fact that he couldn't. I like the way Robbie said, did you speak into the mic? Did you speak in the mic? That nigga spoke. That nigga yelled in the mic. He ain't speaking the mic. Did you speak into the mic? You speak into the mic on YouTube. Did you speak into the goddamn mic? Shakim said, yeah, I but he spoke into my mic. Did he speak into the mic? No. I'm not for, I'm all for people practicing whatever, lifestyle that they like. But we noticed, guys, Shaquem never talked about anything as it relates to how Kip spoke to the mic. So obviously, Kip, you ain't doing a good job. Like in the words of Bernie Mac, you're doing a good job. This is some funny ass shit, man. This is some funny ass shit. Did you speak into the mic? You ain't speaking the mic good enough because he left you. He left you. And you've been bitter ever since. But let's get to it. We're going to get to it. I think about right, like the 45-minute mark is when we really, really kind of got like the 40-minute mark. Let's get right here.
A year before that, yep. We have been trying to link up for a while because I always come to Atlanta.
Yeah, it's about right here. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Right here.
Manipulative. When they can't get supply from you, then they discard you, right? That's like narcissism 101. So I was doing my beef sector content and he didn't like it because it brought up questions, right? Even him being in my chat room, apparently super chatting me. It was like a big deal. Like anybody that has ever supported Cowboy Ra, they have always like went after that person. This is what they did. So I felt like he didn't want to be associated with anything YAG, right? This is what they did. And it's like, that's what he's telling me anyway. So I'm like, is it? So go ahead.
But didn't you guys have a little entanglement on a Halloween?
An entanglement, all right.
A little more than an entanglement. Yes, we did. Right after Halloween 2024. Yes. So
okay, we'll get back to Halloween. Go ahead, finish telling me what happened. We'll get back to it.
He was always, I feel like, weird. Like he would always send me pussy pictures, right? Or like just random porn and shit. And I'm like, I take that a certain way because, I don't send everybody certain things. Like I'm not going to send you something. I'm going to send, somebody I'm talking to. You see what I'm saying? So
right.
I always picked up on those little things. So I had already let him know like well ahead of time I was coming to Atlanta to celebrate Halloween. Like he already knew. We have been trying to link up for, I want to say almost a year.
They've been trying to link up, which we already knew this. We knew this. And I'm going to be honest, guys, and it's the black women. Y'all don't need to be fucking with nobody like Kip. Because Kip, we don't know. I hope this Negro is safe. But the black women, make these Negroes wrap up because you don't know what they getting into. You don't know where their mouth been. You don't know what they getting into. Black women, be safe. Be safe. I know y'all like it raw, but y'all can't be fucking around with no nigga like this. Y'all need to be safe. Be safe, ladies, because they got a lot of Kips running around this motherfucker, acting one way. Like, beware of a nigga like this. You cannot trust a motherfucker that tried to have everybody thinking he looked like this with goddamn filters and every goddamn thing, knowing goddamn well he looked like this. Be safe, ladies. Be safe. Because a nigga like this that has no limits, no boundaries, has no limits and no boundaries. A nigga like this, who willing to go down, 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 who spoke to the mic. I'm going to start calling Kip Mr. Mike. Not Magic Mike, but Mr. Mike. I'm going to start calling him Mr. Mike. Beware men like this, ladies. Specifically black women. I love you all to death. I want our community to be safe. I don't give a damn if they got PrEP and all this other preventative shit. You know, be safe from a Negro like this who sending pussy pics to a man he knows is bisexual. And they having a relationship. I don't understand what was the purpose of sending those pics. Knowing, like, I don't get that. But what this tells me is that this sexual deviant, you know, he works in mysterious ways. He works in mysterious ways. And his mind is always on convoluted ass sexual shit. But let's continue. Let's continue.
Yeah, because the year before that, we have been trying to link up for a while because I always come to Atlanta, and I have been to Georgia recently, like maybe like the year prior, to meet somebody. I'm not going to bring that person up.
I'll bring her up. Motherfucker, you went there to go see Nikki, nigga, and you ain't try to fuck Nikki. Shut out to Nikki. That shit, that kerfuffle, that motherfucking kerfuffle. That was a kerfuffle that lasted forever. That was a motherfucking kerfuffle. That shit was wild. But shut out to Nikki. Let's get back to it. I said, goddamn it. Nobody else gonna say it. I'ma say it, goddamn it.
So we were supposed to link up then. You know, he was telling me sweet nothings then. So this was like a redeemer. You know what I'm saying? Try to do it right. And
like try to fix it. Yeah. Okay.
So that's how it led up to that. But I thought we were business partners, or at least you always think you're in business with somebody till you realize you're not.
What the fuck? Nigga, business partners. Nigga, it's like no business partnership. This shit was transactional. You do your thing and he trick on you. That was the business. You do the content, he trick on you, and you give him that pussy. That was the transaction that he wanted. That's the transaction. This shit was business, all right. It sure was. Let's continue.
You know, so we were not in business together at all. He's a user, like, because I'm not. Go ahead.
1 second. Hey, Diva. I think that you and Shakim could have a conversation. I don't know if y'all be able.
It was all based in like bullshit, because it's not about it being a gay sector or it being gay people in this space or this being an LGBTQ friendly space, because we've seen him in the beef sector after I entered into it, right? Like literally clicking links, you know, sitting up on people's channels. Like when I first came over, he made it a big deal to go to Ness channel because Ness was a lesbian. I'm like, how?
I remember that. I remember that shit. I remember him going over there, but he wasn't the only one. I mean, there were other people, including myself at that time, was going into the beef sector, kind of filling it out. But I was surprised that he was going over there trying to I venture off a little bit, I guess he's trying to see what the space was about, since his man was over there tricking and doing other shit.
Thought niggas love lesbians, don't they?
That's what I thought.
Did I miss something? So it was just weird. Like
Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not really a fan of lesbians, but I'm not really a fan of that. Like I know that turned a lot of men on, but it ain't my cup of tea.
was so fixated on being associated with anything YAG, and then in my mind, I felt like, after we did what we did, he just stopped trusting me, and he got.
After we did what we did. What we did. What he said?
Why you doing me this way? Baby, I miss you. Let's forget to the past, baby. Please, baby, don't tell anymore about the pics and how I got snacky snakes. Come on, baby. You the prize.
You still the prize, baby. You still the prize in his mind. But let's continue.
More distant for whatever reason. So it just is what it is. Here we are.
Okay, so now I'm gonna need you to elaborate on y'all did what you did, because I know that there was some text messages sent, right? Now, certain people try to say that you sent Triggs unfiltered, fully exposed, bat and balls pictures. Did you send him unfiltered pictures?
No, man. So when I sent Triggs, anything that was like a picture, anything that was like explicit, I redacted that part. I had it blurred. So I would never just send out anybody's loops, not even my own, especially not to Triggs. Come on now. Me and Triggs were cool, but we wasn't that cool. You know what I'm saying?
So that kills the whole Triggs was keeping the goddamn nudie pics for a year before he released them. The shit was blurted out. So, and to me, man, look, Shaquem felt in his in his spirit, he wanted to express himself and give clarity and more detail to his long-term relationship with his ex-hubby, and why it didn't work, and so it was what it was. Shit, it lasted how long it lasted. It ran its course, and here we go.
In fact, I didn't think that you would, but since we have you here, because there's been a lot of speculation and people like trying to spin narratives and put jackets on people. So since I have the source, I figured I would ask that question. Now, if I'm understanding this right, he tried to toss you the bat and his worm was gummy. Is that
his worm was gummy?
Yeah, well, at first, I didn't know what we were going to do. You know what I'm saying? I was just kind of in the moment of it.
You didn't know what y'all was going to do. What the fuck is going on here, man? Kim knew what he wanted to do. You didn't know what you wanted to do, but he knew what he wanted to do. Look, man. This man knew what he wanted to do. You didn't know, Shaquem, but he knew.
So yeah, it started off like, it was just gonna be some quick little swap real quick, a little head or something, something light. And then I'm like, okay, well, what are you trying to do? And so he told me what he was trying to do. So I'm like, okay, I want to see. So I'm the type of person, even if I'm not going to even go through with it, I'm going to let you try, though. I'm going to watch you try. And I really want to see what you're about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting, I'm watching you try to get yourself ready, and it's just not happening. So I was just like, what, fuck it,
This shit is wild, man. So he couldn't rise to the occasion. He wasn't. They say just some swap. Cellulite, shout out to Cellulite. Man, there's a swap. Hey, man, this is some funny ass shit. But I want to stop here for a second, because he continuing with this goddamn body cam shit. And you notice, guys, the last time he released the body cam shit, he got exposed. He started back up with the bullshit. Now, Shakim exposing your ass. So my position is you wasted money. Kip, you wasted money on Shakim. You wasted money on all the shit that you've been doing. And he don't want you no more. Like the song said. Love don't live here though. You spoken to the mic.
It is what it is. Walk of shame type shit when he got a drink and try to forget about it. So yeah.
Nah, nigga, you ain't trying to forget that shit was archived for the ages.
Thanks, Diva. So wait a minute. Wait. So did he speak into the mic?
Did he speak into the mic? Look at Robbie face. Did he speak into the mic?
Mine, yeah.
Oh, child. So he
Robbie like, ooh, there's some tea. There's some hot ass tea.
he spoke into the mic, and then when it was his time to play karaoke, it was ooh. But
Yeah.
if he, hey, beautiful, but wait. So if he wanted to be so far removed from the Yag stuff, how is it that he wound up speaking into the mic? So he's trying to be down low.
Absolutely. And he's also overly concerned with what people think about him in general. So like, it carries over into sex, it carries over into everything. Because I'm just like, nigga, you ain't got no problem going to the beef sector now. You know, now that everything has been put out here, right? But before, it was like a big deal that this person was a lesbian or that this person might be whatever. So, especially living in a place like, or in proximity to Atlanta, like if you really feel that strongly in your so-called conservatism, then why the fuck are you anywhere near Atlanta? I'm just saying. Go ahead.
That's true.
Because that's the devil's playground. He there for a reason. She said, hell the fuck now. Hell the fuck now. So he didn't even get a return. Nah, he didn't. Oh, he said him ox car was malfunctioning. That motherfucker didn't work at all. He was limpy.
Say Atlanta is the field of dreams, honey. Shout out to all my ATL people. Okay, get it poppin', because Atlanta does turn up. Chocolate City. Now, I thought he had a girlfriend though, because he's been rocking this avatar. I mean, we found the woman in Canada, so I don't really know. Like, somebody did a reverse image search and they found her like being a model for a Canadian company. Does he actually have a girlfriend, or is that all cap too?
Right.
I don't know. So you know what I really think? I think that he had one at one point, you know, and he may have lost her, in my opinion, because he did send me like cash apps every time he would cash app her, right? He would send me a screenshot of it. Like, look what I just did for my girl, Rob. I just got her $500 on the bag. Like, he would always be showing me him cashing this woman out. But then he finally told me that she was not his girlfriend, that she was his wife.
The wife.
Then I was like,
now see, this is some nasty, filthy ass shit. But see, you can't believe shit that you know Donald says. You can't. This is some fucking wife. And you, to be honest with you, you didn't even have that to lie to. Shakim didn't give a damn whether you was with a wife or if you was dating. All he knew is that he had a bonehead that was going to, subsidize his life. He didn't give a shit. And it's crazy, man. Give it up for Kip. But you want to be in everybody else's business. And then now look at your business. Let's continue.
Like, huh? I was like, okay, so this whole time you've been telling me for a year that you had a girlfriend, but you really had a wife the whole time. So when it all came out about this lady in Canada, I don't know who that lady is. I don't know what the hell he got going on. He got so many stories and there's so many twists and turns. Go ahead.
Ooh, child, because usually the men that be on the down low, honey. Because I just find that odd. Like, why would you need to show somebody every cash app that you sent? Like, ooh, like, was he trying? I feel like that was like a grooming method. Like he was trying to entice you. Like, let me show you this, so that if I show you this, then you'll want to come play.
I agree. The shit is kind of weird. It is weird. The whole story from top to goddamn bottom is weird between these two. But it's facts. It's facts. Let's continue. Like facts, man. This shit is wild. But Kip, what do you got to say for yourself? You willing to be in everybody else's business, but your shit is where it's at. You don't want to talk about the real shit.
Respect that. So that's why I did the interview. I had given him opportunity to, have a resolution with me. But again, with the majority of these people I found, they don't want a resolution. Like, I don't feel like people really want resolution. I feel like they would prefer dysfunction. So if we got to all be dysfunctional, then let's all be dysfunctional then, bitch. Go ahead.
That nigga snuck in, bitch. If we want to be out. Man, Kip, your love affairs, man. Kip, you need to get your love affairs in order. Get your shit in order, man. Get your shit in order, man. This shit is crazy. Like, every time you didn't put out the body cam and all this other stuff, shit come back and bite you in the ass. Because people tired of you with this wish-washy ass shit, Kip. We tired of you, you want to be in the courthouse, want to call the police, claiming everybody trying to harm you and your son. It's crazy, man. But this is what he wanted. This is who he chose. He was choosing on this guy. Had a time when it was going to be delivered. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let me go ahead and play a little bit more, and then we're gonna just review. Damn, what happened? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Damn, what's going on?
Why?
Shit is crazy, man. But this is what people got to go through. But yeah, man, this shit, like the busy bee, the loss of the 4 fucking phones, multiple weekend trips. Hold on, guys. Let me refresh. This whole scenario, this whole situation is wild. It's like some shit you see in the goddamn movies. Like literally, it's so out of order, out of pocket. So this is what he doing, man. This is the situation that Kip put himself, because he keep poking the bear. Like, I'm tired of seeing that damn body cam video over and over. I don't give a damn at what stages. So, and this is like out the AFW playbook to constantly talk about some other shit and act like the real shit ain't, the real issues don't matter. Like this is what you're doing. But we got to explore this, man. We want this. I'm going to go ahead and send this link up, because I'm not sure. Like, and through all the testimony that Shakim talked about, it's probably so much he left out. Now, he did go into detail with a lot of important things, but some of the stuff is like, okay, this happened. Let's just move, no big deal. Like, it is a big deal. It's a big deal. But let me because the thing got kicked out. The shit is crazy, man. But ladies, y'all need to be safe. Be safe from a Negro like Kip, willing to do anything and go through lengths to get what he wants, man or woman. Like, oh man, this is crazy. This shit is crazy. So I did send a link out there. Anybody want to get the link and come up, you can. I just, like, when I'm off the loop and then I come back and I see like more crazy ass shit over and over, I'm like, God damn, like, it's wild. But this is what he wanted, man. Like, when you put energy out there to try to mess with other people and go above and beyond to do stuff, just over some goddamn online relationship validation, whatever, it's crazy. But this is what he wanted. What's up, Sal?
Yo, what up, though?
Hey, man, I'm just tripping on this shit, man. Like this is like part two because, like, I remember when the first, situation came out. Now you just, going more into detail and, like, the relationship they had was all fruitful and nice. It was all nice. We passed pics and I give you money. All of that shit. You show them bussy pics. You let me play with the mic.
Hey.
It was all good, but you better not. Kim said, "Hold on, let me let you go." Kim said, "I ain't sharing the mic. It's my mic.
It's my mic.
It's my mic. I ain't sharing a goddamn thing."
The funny thing is, when me and Shakim was yelling at each other forever ago, and I had put it out there that boy was out there, selling himself. Kip was the main one jumping to his diva. Look, come on now, Rock. You know you ain't like that, Rock. You know you better than that, Rock. Listen, I'm under the impression that Kip was paying Shakim for his silence and for his investment. I think that he really wanted Kip to. I think he really wanted Shakim to be his bottom. And the more, like, when I first heard about this forever ago, when it first came out that Kip was speaking into the mic, I said it makes sense. It all makes sense because that was who he was. He was throwing money at this man for nothing, absolutely no reason whatsoever. And I have no problem with people being supporters, but then when you over support, and it's just like, come on, man, we know what it is.
Yeah.
And all of the old jokes, ain't nobody never seen or heard a kid being with a woman, and then it just start out of nowhere. Now you magically got this woman that you just magically telling everybody about. So I'm still trying to ask this question. Was this during the time that he was supposed to have bought this car for this girl? Because he got into it with you. He fell out with Trig. He fell out with everybody. But
everybody.
Yeah. Because he had
quickly too.
It was bad. And then next thing you know, Shakim goes missing. And then he pops up out of nowhere. And he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The worm didn't catch the hook. And I was like, wait, what? And he was like, yeah, kid couldn't get hard. I said, oh, man.
Put two and two together. It definitely fits four.
Absolutely. And, the funny thing about Kip is he say, yeah, you ask me anything, I'll go ahead and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You ask me a question, I'm going to tell the truth. That man went live, and he had everything to say up under the sun, except for that you was a mic. He's a mic whisperer.
Yay. He was whispering, all right. He was whispering.
And listen,
yeah, he was whispering, all right.
It's 2026. I don't think no one's going to be mad at him for being who he is. But this is what I've noticed about how social media runs, especially over there in certain sectors. If you are who you are, they respect you for being who you are. When you get to lying about it and playing games and all this, that, and the other, that's when you really get cooked. And in this situation, boy, I'm in fear for everybody that Kip was invested into. Because now it's just like, if he did this with Shakim, who else was he trying to do this with?
Right. No telling. And he talked to everybody. He talked to everybody in the sector.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, man. And so my position is this. I don't know why all this BS that he been doing, he didn't think nobody was going to continue to look up and find something on him.
Yeah.
But you trying to be the bearer of bad news that, to everybody else in the sector, showing up $ keys and all that shit. And now the shit come back to you. Now you're silent.
Oh, man.
Silent.
But here's the thing, though. It makes sense if you think about it. Because remember when he brought up the thing about Ness. But I also remember Kip getting upset, like when Shakim and Brianna had fell out, and Kip was the first one to be back on Shakim's neck. I told you, don't trust that Bree. Anybody that was associated with Shakim. Once Shakim had a falling out with them, Kip would be the first one to jump on the bandwagon and say, I told you not to mess with them. Only trust me.
Saving his man. That was his man. You don't talk to my man like that. You don't talk to my man. You don't do him like that. Only I can be able to do this.
Only I can disrespect my man. You can't disrespect my man.
Only I can do this. Only I can talk to him any kind of way. Look, man, I've known this man longer than anybody, man, and the shit is crazy. Like, I would have never thought it. You know, I knew he worked a lot. He was doing his thing, but now we find out he acting like he working and he, you know, maybe doing other stuff. And I mean, now every time he go live, he in a different, I don't know way yet. You can't show the faces of the people, the kids or the adults around. Yeah. Like, what do you would think after a couple other, situations that he would want to, walk a little different, but he don't.
No, a person who has no shame can't be shamed. And see, the thing that enamors him in this whole entire ability to be able to even go live and talk as much as he wants to is because he has the backing of, and like I was listening to that interview. I don't know if you listened to the whole thing, but when Shakim was like, yeah, they all hate each other.
They do.
Yeah, he has a false sense of they love me. That's why they support me. Even that last stream that he did, all them people that was in there, and I was listening. I said, wait a minute. Didn't at one point in time, they was all going at each other's neck. I said, yeah, this is nasty work. And then he never, he can't be in his daughter's house. That's why she always send him out to the car, because he be yelling and them kids asleep.
Can't be in the house. Don't know how to real life from the goddamn YouTube and shit, because he lives for this shit.
I see, but
every day.
Yeah, I remember some of those old conversations. Even like I ain't gonna name too many people, but even as people were saying, like, yeah, he was doing so much work behind the scene, calling people, emailing people, texting people. When people didn't do what it is that he wanted them to do, that's when the big fallout happened. Nah, you ain't worth nothing because you didn't do what it is that he wanted you to do. The fallout that he had with you because you didn't want to stay up all hours of the night to listen to his meandering like schemes that he was coming up with. It's just like, brother, you got to be the loneliest man on earth if all you can do is exist within this app. But he was trying to use this app for what it was originally created. This YouTube is a dating app. And again, I think that Shakim is a victim.
Yeah, he's a victim, all right.
Yeah, he's a victim.
And they got talking about some gay for look, man, it's so much stuff. But shut up to Shakim for coming out. I ain't gonna try to, but the fact of Kip, if you do the act, you might as well just show your true colors. Why are you trying to hide who you are?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very obvious that you like a certain type of thing. That's just you. That's what you like.
Oh, which now brings up a new angle. So was he jealous of what happened between Lemon and Shakim? Because Lemon and Shakim was wrestling. I know he probably wanted to fight Lemon. Don't be putting your hands all over my man.
Don't be over there messing with those beef sector people. Get it out of me.
You being rough. You
participate in the in whatever way you want.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, the control he wanted for Shakim.
Yeah.
Just control, man. Just wanted like, you my toy. I get to play with, toss around, and do what I want.
Well, absolutely. And we all know who's really pulling the strings behind this whole entire thing, or this operation that they got going on. But they always say that a useful idiot has its purpose. And that's all that Kip is. He's a useful idiot. And fortunately enough for those who use him, he's more than willing to follow and do whatever it is that they say. Now, whatever it is that other people is feeding him or whatever avenues that he's taking to get it, I could only believe that he got to be getting something more than just money up out of it because he's getting attention. But you might as well just come on up to it, bro. It's 2026. We about to get ready to the new year. We almost halfway through the year. You might as well just go ahead and come up out the piss jug closet. You gay. It's okay. Nobody mad at you for being gay. Even if you
that's what I said. Like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just whatever that means. But
well,
just
that might separate some relationships that he might have. But I mean, not with one particular person, because we know, he parades in a Rainbow Coalition church anyway. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not mad at him. Be who you are, brother. Just stop trying to act like you ain't something that you is. That's the sad part. That's the really sad part about someone like Kip. It's like, we see you. You just don't see you because you too delusionalized about what them other people is feeding you. And from now on, you're just gonna be known as Icarus. You flew close to the sun and you couldn't rise to the occasion. You spoke into the mic. And nothing came out. So that's all it is to it. Everything else, I'd rather, he always trying to make fun of me because I lost a little boxing match on the internet. I'd rather get knocked out every day than to be known as a mic whisperer, brother. That's it. That's man.
This is exactly what he is. That shit was crazy, man. Like, I shout out to you for participating in that. They tried to bring that shit like a year and a half old, and that was in Houston.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man, I missed it, man. I knew they had the thing, man. I was gonna try to go. I ended up having some things, but I wish I actually got the pay-per-view of it. I actually have, because I was actually mad at you, man. I wanted to catch the ass, man. So I could make fun. I was mad as hell. I was like, God damn it, man. I wanted, because I did, he lost his first match, and I had did like a 3-hour live, man. Man, you didn't win. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but you know what the thing was, and like me and the brother is cool to this day. We didn't did business together. We didn't make money together.
Okay.
Was he said something that was out of line, and I said something that was out of line back to him, and it was just like, enough talking. Let's just go ahead and just get it over with. Everybody was like, "Oh, he too big for you." I was like, "I've been fighting big niggas all my life, so I wasn't worried about it. It didn't hurt my reputation." But again, I'd rather get knocked out on the internet every day for the rest of my life than to be known as a pipe polisher. That's what Kip is.
You spoke in the mic.
You spoke in the mic. Well, you was up there singing for free. Well, I wouldn't even say it for free because he was investing. He was paying into Shakem's pot. Oh, now it makes sense. That's what he was doing all this time. He was investing into that mic.
Man,
that's a kerfuffle for real. God damn.
Look. All of a sudden, you don't want to talk about October 31st and November 1st. He said he lost 4 phones. Like at one day, like, who the hell lose 4 phones? All 4 phones allegedly got ran over by a vehicle. Like, all kinds of crazy shit.
How he lose phones, but he produced a so-called video of his girl being at a car lot that supposedly came from one of the phones that supposedly got destroyed. Come on, man.
Yeah.
One of the biggest problems, because I used to have a whole bunch of employees that was part of the LGBT community when I was working at a factory. I was the general manager of a factory. And one of the things that they always told me was they don't appreciate when people like to dabble in their community, but they don't like to represent their community. I think Kip's biggest problem is that it's probably a lot of people who would support him more if he just be honest. But the thing is, how can you think that anyone is going to take anything that you say as credible when you can't even be honest about something that's so simple? You always saying that you are honest man, that you tell the truth, that you're transparent. Great. You have a man saying that you polished his pipe and that you spoke into the mic, and you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about the charges thing with your son and what happened in the house. Fine. You ain't even got to talk about that. let's address this right here because we know you're not going to address that. Let's go ahead, bro. Did you polish the pipe? Did you speak into the mic? I don't want to answer. Like, what would you? Dang, brother.
Did you go to the Busy Bee?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all that shit. You want to act like he ain't got no answers to nothing.
So when Shaquem said that he was sending like pussy pics, like was it pussy pics or bussy pics? Because why did you say the picture?
It was pussy pics.
Oh, listen.
Like Kim said, it was like that's what I don't understand. That's what I'm telling these ladies. Y'all gotta be careful with a nigga like him, man. I don't know what was his reasons for that. I just assumed that, you know, maybe because maybe is, you know, Shaquem by, maybe he would have liked that, or maybe he would have looked at that and envisioned that it was him, you know, a fantasy or some shit. I don't know what kind of freaky shit, you know. Like I don't know, man. Like something like that, you know, and I can live on, you know, like that shit crazy. Like, you know, like Kip, just be yourself, man. Be who you are. If that's what you like what you like.
Well, in more ways than one, he should have known that eventually it was going to come to the surface. Like, again, that's why I think that he was paying him for his silence of why everybody that Shaquem fell out with, he would just magically out of nowhere inherit the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like he would take on all of Shaquem's woes. And even when Shaquem said that he was like paying his bills and sending them money, and
yeah.
When he said, when it was the part of the interview, he was like, well, I don't understand how you could say that when I was on my back. I'm like, wait, what? You was on your back? Hold on. You was on your back with your ankles above your head? Come on, man. What we doing? Man.
Kip ain't playing.
He said Kip ain't playing.
You ain't playing. Shit, that nigga said I got an investment. I want to cash in on my investment.
He said I'm here to collect.
Hell yeah, bring your little tight ass here. You know, doing all them fucking videos, fucking shaking your fucking shoulders and the TikTok videos and all that shit. You up there teasing me. This Kip team. Now you have to you know come correct.
All them workout videos and Shaquem dancing, taking his shirt up. Man, that mean that Kip was sitting in his truck. That mean he was going to town on himself. Oh my God. So not was Shaquem dancing for just the camera? Was he dancing for the people? Was he dancing for Kip? I ain't got no beef with Shaquem. I just got questions. These are questions.
All three. Look, man, and this is about like, man, this shit was so funny, man. When I saw this shit yesterday, you know, like the shit was so funny because it's like, you know, it's obvious, man. You like what you like. Just be honest with yourself, Kip. You ain't gotta lie to me. Like I don't care, but you know, that's you trying to have this image of yourself that ain't really you.
Well, you know I got a question for you because you remember back in the day, he used to always say, Shaquem, you the star, you the star, you the star. Do you think he was just trying to attach himself to Shaquem because Shaquem was getting a lot of attention? He was getting a lot of motion at the time?
You say what?
Do you think Kip was trying to attach himself to Shaquem just because Shaquem was getting a lot of attention at the time?
I think Kip was trying to play where he didn't want to. I think he tried to compromise because he still wanted to speak in that mic, and he didn't want to let that shit go. So he was trying to, you know, see where this would go if he could, you know, tolerate what Shaquem was doing. Yeah. Because you know the beef sector ain't like the sector, like it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely. I think he was trying to, you know, see if it'll work out.
So he was trying to mark his territory. So because Shaquem was going into the beef sector, so he wanted in more ways than one to pretty much like, yeah, this is my puppet now.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like you know, like the whole jealousy. See, and that's another thing, man. And we had brought this up when he was talking shit because like I said, I wasn't talking to him then.
Yeah.
Was I talking to him then on the phone?
So I remember when you and him fell out, this was either right before or like maybe a month or 2 or 3 before.
Yeah, that was last year, but
yeah.
No, that was this year. But during this situation in 24, we were talking. No, we wasn't. He was talking. No, I wasn't talking to him, but he was talking to people that I knew that I was cool with.
Yeah.
And he was asking them to tell me to stop doing stuff about him and the little songs I did about him, and he was all in his feelings and shit.
Yeah, he was highly
I'm like, dude, you lying to you basically lying to everybody, but you know the truth about yourself. If you know you doing this as long as you've been doing it, like that's something you need to come to grips with.
Yeah.
You know, if you struggling with whatever you struggle with it, deal with it, but don't try to act like nothing happened. Don't try to lie and say you broke 4 phones in one fucking day. You don't know the text messages disappear. Like, man, it was just some crazy ass lies, man. It didn't make no sense.
Yeah,
that's what I didn't get.
Yeah, you got to be the unluckiest man on earth to blow on some pipe and you couldn't rise to the occasion. And on top of that, you broke 4 phones. Yeah, you got to be the unluckiest man on earth.
Man, how you break 4 phones?
Easy. You break 4 phones because you're doing too much. You're not focusing on the mission. That's how you break 4 phones. Or when you got something to hide. That's
man. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's how you do that.
Okay. Man. Nigga said he ran over 4 phones at the same time.
Man.
Like the desperate lies, man. The lie, but we'll see. The first time, notice every time he come out with this body cam bullshit.
Yeah.
Then we get hit with shit like this every time.
Like with the body cam, right?
Yeah, like that shit. That body cam shit is like fucked up that you would do that, but these people ain't got no lens of what they'll do. And then when people find out the truth about your ass and what you like and what you like to do, then all of a sudden, no, it's just a lie. You know, it ain't true. Like you the most reputable person to be believing. Like,
so hold on. So Celia, like, what you think about him talking crazy about you and your wife?
Listen, he can talk crazy all he wants to. Let's hear him talk about blowing into that mic. Listen, I say I will not stop saying it. I'd rather get knocked out on the internet every day. He can talk, he can say whatever he wants to. Did you go ahead and did you polish that pipe, my brother? Until you admit to that, I don't care what you say.
He said I gotta get that magic stick from Shaquem.
Well, apparently he already got it.
Man.
Oh,
damn.
Well, you know what? Let me take it back because I don't want to put no words in nobody's mouth because you know that's what things that's how rumors get started. Apparently, Shaquem did not know what was going on. Kip knew what he wanted to do. He just didn't tell Shaquem. So
exactly. That's what I said. Talking about he was like thinking, where are we going with this? Like, what are we trying to do? But Kip knew what he wanted.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted.
He wanted that young stud.
Yeah, he wanted a piece of the sun. So you know, once he tried to get the action going with Shaquem and things didn't roll his way. You know, the crazy part is when Shaquem was like, "Yeah," he tried to warm himself up. I said, "God damn."
Yeah.
God damn.
He said the sun is hot. He said the sun is so hot, I'm gonna turn black.
Oh my God!
Oh boys, it's crazy.
Man, look, the dude don't have any boundaries, man. He don't have any boundaries.
Don't make me come up with jokes. I got jokes for days.
You know, be the real.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask all y'all. Sell your light. What's going on, big dog?
What up, though?
I'm gonna ask y'all because when I go live on my next live, I'm gonna do a show about predators in the black community. And I want to focus solely on the son of Kip. Now, do y'all think I'm gonna be wrong for that?
No, sir.
The son of Kip.
Yeah, the son. You never you know about his son, right?
Yeah, of course I know
Which
about
son?
it.
You got
You mean you want
Shaquem?
to talk about
You say
Shaquem? Yeah.
no, man,
Shaq-
no.
Shaq-
The guy that got the same name as Kip. I was looking on my anti-Afro community post. It was just 3 weeks ago when she posted your wife, D Darrell, because I was on Smoke God. The last time I was on Smoke God Live, and I mentioned Kip's son. You know, anti-Afro bought her cowardly ass on the panel, and she said that I was wrong for mentioning his son. But this is the same woman who would put your wife on her community post, and what your wife been through with no problem. But she got a problem with somebody saying something about Kip's son when he was a PDF and a black.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the playbook.
You know what you call
man.
that? You know what you
that's
call
the
that?
whole playbook.
You know what you call that?
She knew what was going on with Kip criminal record, and she didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So she been doxed that nigga years ago. Everybody that comes into that fourfold will be doxed for as a backup plan if shit
what?
go left, you know.
For what? That's the question. For what? Because at the end of the day, she could get real, right?
Well, you got to look at it like this, right?
So
with people from that side of the game, the way they look at it is this: they're more than comfortable with airing out everybody else's dirty laundry. They just don't want you to look at their laundry basket. But the thing is, they all pushing the same basket, so they all got dirt on each other. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They just have a common goal and a common enemy. Right now, their common goal and common enemy is people who they select, who they say, oh, is no limits on this person, was no limits on that person. But if anything come up about us, we're not gonna answer no questions. You know, they're the ones who position themselves to be primordial victims. And once you start asking the right questions, they either start repeating themselves or they just don't want to answer the question. That's how you know you got them.
Yeah.
Regardless of what
Same shit
that
over,
is true.
man. They've been playing the same shit over and over for over 8-10 years, man. It's been the same. And so my position is this: as it relates to Kip's son,
I
right?
can barely hear you.
oh, my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, as it involves Kip's son is a content creator, right?
Facts.
So Kip's son interacts with people in this sector. They go over to his channel.
Facts.
So if people want to talk about it, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Facts.
His son make himself available.
Yeah.
And that's
If
what it is.
If I'm not mistaken, doesn't his son even speak about it?
You know what? He went those lives he did. He not only did he speak about that, he said that he didn't do it, which was a lie. Because on Kip last live, Kip talked about it and said that he did do it. And he was mad that his son involved in himself to that and had, SEX with that underage girl after other guys had SEX with her.
So basically, he opened a Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his son is denying it, but Kip himself is blaming it on his son.
Yeah, Kip himself has admitted that his son did it.
What?
Yeah.
This nigga just opened the Pandora box like a motherfucker.
They can't
No
even
way.
keep it straight as a family, man.
Ain't no
See,
way.
here's the bad part, right? The only time people can speak about certain things is when you make them available. Like if somebody go pull something on you, as long as you don't speak to it, they can draw whatever conclusions they want to it. But if you speak on it, you're now going to open up more questions. If his son is saying that he didn't do it and he's saying that he did do it, one of y'all lying. Either his son lying, either he lying, the paperwork is lying, the court is lying, everybody lying, somebody is lying. Now, when it comes down to having deliberation over it,
I thought God was lying too.
Well, I mean, if you didn't want it talked about, you should have never spoke about it. You see what I'm
It's a
saying?
fact. That's right.
Like even with the situation with Shaquem, the best thing he can do is not talk about it. But the problem is that Shaquem is talking about it, and this is not the first time we all heard it.
Yeah.
Man,
And he's
niggas,
going
niggas,
way more deeper this time than he did the last time.
niggas is
Absolutely.
Way
opening
more
up.
deep.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
niggas said,
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
it.
I'm about to get up on him. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna try not to be as so disrespectful as I was, but I'm still shout out to Kendrick Lamar. I'm about to beat his ass and have the Bible of God watching. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's about to go up. It's
Well,
about
see,
to
I was yelled at because there was a story I did about a person who used to be in another space of YouTube, and they kept on saying how much they put their hands on women. So through the grapevine, he kind of let it slip that his wife was an Olympic athlete. So somebody slid something across my desk. Next, somebody shoot me an email that was like, "Hey, you might want to do a story about this." So I was like, "All right, let me do the story about it." So when I started doing my investigative research behind it, come to find out it was him. This guy beat his wife because she had threatened to leave him. So he ended up threatening to delete the children. And she was like, "Oh, no." And everybody was like, "Oh, well, Sale, you wrong for bringing that to the internet." Well, the problem was this article that I reviewed, it's been written like 8 different ways, and it's all over ESPN. Don't be mad at me for covering the story. Go talk to ESPN. So if anybody gonna be mad at you for talking about something that's public information, be mad at the people who produce the information. I'm just reviewing it. I don't see nobody.
Basically, don't be mad at the messenger.
Well, you can't shoot the messenger because
Yeah.
Pills wouldn't be the one that brought it as the messenger. He's just an audience member that's asking other audience members, "Hey, what do y'all think of this? Because this is my perspective on it."
Yeah.
I mean, ain't that what they doing right now by pulling up body cam footage?
That's a fact.
So
For what? Like, for what? Pull it out.
If it's gonna be off limits for one person, it got to be off limits for everybody. If that's the area of responsibility we're gonna operate in, then that's what we're gonna operate in. I see them pulling up things on D the Real. If we start pulling up things on them, the first thing they're gonna do is say, "Oh, well, they doxing me." Well, wait a minute, hold on, what? That don't make sense. So it's okay for you to talk about me, but I can't talk about you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, that's what I said from the beginning. So it's okay for you to slap me, and I can't slap you back.
Okay, they want to feel some type of way because of the charges he got. I mean, okay, let's just say we all come together and say, okay, Triggs stole a license plate or whatever. But your son was stealing cat from the underage girl, though.
Come on now.
If I got us picking between the two, I'm riding with Triggs.
Hey, put me down for every license plate in America. I stole every last one of them. As long as you can't put me down and say that I did something with an underager. Hell no. I stole every license plate. As a matter of fact, D the Real, if you blink, nigga, I'm taking your license plate. But I know one thing though, you can't say that you caught me in some type of situation where now it's questionable about a minor. Hell no.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day, guess what? I give 2 fucks and the nigga got caught up with some license plate. Right? Because at the end of the day, I sleep good, not giving 2 fucks.
Yeah, but here's the thing: who ain't been put in handcuffs or then got caught up because of a traffic ticket? They doing all of this over a traffic ticket? Come on,
a million people right now.
Right. So how come they ain't pulling up everybody else's body cam footage?
But peep this: I'm gonna switch it up for everybody in the sector. If that's the case, they pulling up video cam, whatever, right? Won't they go to every Walmart, every other place, like Lowe's, Home Depot, and tell them about the flat cameras that's taking everybody's car, everybody's whatever, and tracking them?
And another thing, I'm gonna say this: I found the charge where Kip's son was lying to the police about his information anyway. And I want to say, if we want to talk about what Triggs took off a car, Kip's son was charged with breaking in about 10, 15 cars one night. I mean, we gotta really look at this situation, man. Look at who's pointing the finger, and we gotta, analyze them too. And Anti-Afro, she is the biggest coward of the sector, man. For 8 years straight, she's been using everybody else's images and videos to use as content, but she's too much of a coward to use her own image for content. And I really don't respect it, man. You know, and if we was to all lead the sector right now, who is she gonna use for content? Who?
She would still use everybody for content, but the thing is, it's just like the boy who cried wolf. The only reason that we even know he cried wolf because everybody keep on listening. You see what I'm saying?
Fact.
This was the same thing with the whole Me Too era, right? And don't get me wrong, when it comes down to it, I believe that all stories should be heard and all stories should be investigated. But when you found out to be a liar, you should be shamed for being a liar. Just that simple, right? But the problem with someone like AAS is it's just that a lot of people know that she is legitimately a doxer, so they don't want to get involved with her. But if you ain't got nothing on your record, they can't find nothing on your record. And then two, so what if they find everything you say about me on the internet is true? Now what? So let's talk about you. Or I don't want to talk about me because then that would be doxing. Come on, man. You ain't playing the same game. You ain't playing the game fair.
That's fact. That's what I'm saying, man. This whole thing is crazy, man. And Kip, the stuff he had going on with Shakim Ra, man, it's like he's going to come out and say that he knew Shakim was gay. Who wrote that in the chat? Was it P? He knew Shakim was gay all along, but he was calling the young man, somebody twice Shakim's age, calling him his prize, tricking off on them thousands of dollars. He was tricking off on him like how I was tricking off on Brooke. Let's be real. Tricking off thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Buying shoes, doing all type of stuff that a man would do for his woman. You know what I'm saying? And he want to turn around and try to make it seem like he's this straight man and Shakim. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. The whole situation from years ago, we was eyeballing, side-eyeing him for the stuff he was doing. And now he just totally trying to separate himself like he wasn't the man that he was showing us for the years that he was. Like, man, it's crazy to me, man.
Well, you can't separate yourself. You know why? Because there's verifiable proof by way of these text messages and by firsthand witness. I don't think anyone is, especially from that community, I don't think anyone is going to look at Shakim and be like, come on, man, you know that ain't true. You just saying that about him because you want to make him look bad. I don't think Shakim Ra loses anything. He has nothing to lose or gain by telling the truth on Kip. If anything, Kip has something to lose if he tells the truth about himself. But the thing is, he has a lot to gain too. You got to understand how things work in that community. Being open and honest and transparent. How many content creators right now is on? They have a whole entire sector built for this whole entire thing, where that's all they do is talk about those politics. So he don't want to open himself up to be a part of that, but yet you correlate yourself. Coordinate yourself to someone who is a pastor in a LGBTQ church.
Yeah,
you have prime opportunity to be open and transparent. You just don't want to be. But then again, they say hurt people. If his son did it, that means that it was something done to his son. Did Kip do it? And I'm not saying that to be true. I'm just asking the question.
Allegedly,
he raised him to be that monster in the black community. So, hey.
Yeah. Even when you go type in his son's name, or him and his son, when you go to type in that name, first thing that come up is that string of incidents is about the car.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you can't get mad at the internet for being the internet when the internet gonna do what the internet gonna do. You just gotta either rise to the occasion, which apparently he has problems with, or you gotta settle in the dust. It's on him.
Settle in the dust.
Yeah, but what they call it karmic something. I can't remember what they call it. It's all karma.
Karmic debt.
Yeah, karmic debt. It's all karma.
Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? You know what's funny too?
Huh?
If the karma comes, make sure that bitch is blind.
Well, guess what? And Kip's karma ain't blind. Kip's karma is just honest and transparent. The problem is he can't be honest and transparent.
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Man. So what you think about that? What you guys think
Shout out to
about
Too
that?
Big, man. I was telling somebody the other day, we need to see if his body cam footage of his son out there, man. Because I'm
Nah,
gonna
but
tell
what
you,
you what you think
Oh
about
man.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not ashamed of nothing I've been arrested for. It ain't nothing on my record to say I did anything to any underage girl. It ain't nothing on my record to say I was a thief or none of that. The stuff I done did, I will proudly, let the world know. You know what I'm saying? From my latest arrest to my first arrest, it's Kip that has produced a monster in the black community. As a thief, PDF, and some more stuff. Like, come on, man. And we want to focus on tricks.
Me personally, I don't really care what you do in your back of your day. If you got arrested, whatever, I don't really care because it's not paying me nothing, right? It's not paying my bills. Me worrying about what you did back in '88, back in early 2000, back in the '90s. It's not paying my bills. I'm not eating off your whatever you did back in the day, right?
That's what the sector turned it into now, man.
So it's not putting food in my plate, right?
Yeah, but here's the question: why is the sector turning into that? Who's the people that's causing the sector to turn into that? That's what you have to ask yourself. And if this is what the sector is allowing and willing to happen, if it's okay for these people to do it, then it's okay for everybody to do it. So unless everybody is ready to have all of their information put up for YouTube, then we can't call the docs and no one's a victim, and we all just waiting our turn.
Right.
So what can you do? You just prepare yourself. You get record seal, or you scrub yourself for the internet. Make sure your record clean. That way they can't find nothing on you. They did a whole thing that apparently they got something on me saying that I got domestic violence charges. Well, here's the problem.
So what?
No. Here's the problem. I dox myself every 3 to 6 months. I don't have nothing because I know I ain't never been arrested before. The closest I came to institutionalization was basic training. That's it.
Yeah,
and they can't pull my military record.
At the end of the day,
you know what, D-Real, let me ask you this one. Let me ask you this one question, man. Is Speakeasy the new AFW, or what's going on with that situation?
Man, so the dynamic is that there are people that don't like Triggs, and for a variety of reasons. Yeah. I could have easily jumped on that because me and Triggs have not had the best of interaction. He done some fuck shit with me and allowed people to come on this, and I done back. But my position is that everybody everybody ain't gonna treat his situation the same. Some people gonna do like Speak doing right now, and they like he did a lot, whatever. It is what it is. I ain't got no comment on it.
So you mean they in their feelings like bitches?
I mean, I ain't gonna say in his feelings, but he feel like the people that
don't. Spade is a spade. Call a spade a spade.
Hey, if some people feel a certain way about Triggs, they gonna feel that way one way or the other. I'm not gonna get in the way of it.
Yeah, that's in their feelings, right?
I think I was a little shocked that he got to team up with Kip to be able to try to take Triggs down. I mean,
see, my thing is that I don't know I'm a little mixed about all of that, but I've been we've been knew he ain't care for Triggs, and I guess he taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
Facts. I mean, like a bitch ass nigga he is. He might as well jump on the bandwagon, right? Jump on
when you have a common goal or a common enemy or a perceived enemy, anybody and everybody could jump on the bandwagon. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when it flops, then what happens?
Then everybody scatter like roaches. And this is not just a sector thing that I'm just saying, because I know I'm in multiple places, right? I've seen it happen in real time where one person does or says the wrong thing or something comes out about them, and even people that was down with them, I'm talking about knuckles dragging on the ground down to the flesh and bone, they jump ship. They go to the other team, or they may have been independent.
So that's what you call followers.
I wouldn't necessarily call them that. It's opportunists.
Opportunities. Yeah, okay, we could call it that. I call it followers, not leaders.
Think about it. Think about it like this. Leaders. Think about it like this. If they do take down Triggs, who can claim the body? Is it going to be one person, 3 people, 5 people, 20 people? So 20 people now is going to fight over the body of Triggs. And eventually it's going to be fight them. Well, I'm the one that got the body cam. I'm the one that went to the court. I'm the one that did this. I did it.
Did all that for just for cool points.
All you got to do is just let it play out.
Man, the
big thing that's happening right now is who's going to be the one to claim the trophy if the trophy ever gets produced. Yeah. But there's a fallacy with this idea and this theory too, because if there is no body to claim, who is there to blame? Mm-hmm. Oh, you the one that pulled the body cam footage. Well, you the one that went to the courthouse. Well, you the one that called. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that? It was a rapper. You the one.
Yeah. Everybody, y'all remember that old cartoon? I'm the leader. Y'all remember that one?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to claim to be the leader when the plan failed, because now you got to take the blame.
Yeah.
It's like this movie, Dead Presidents. Everybody had a plan or two. That one shit just flopped.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, oh shit.
I mean, hell, you never know. It may fall out. If certain things come out about Kip's son, he might turn to AAS and be like, how come you didn't do this to protect me? And she might be like, well, it ain't my job to protect you. Or when you do this for this. I ain't gonna say the brother's name, but I seen that public falling out that they had. Was that a couple of weeks ago, a month ago? Well, you didn't. I'm supposed to be in you protecting this person like that, man. Listen, it's a storyline that's gonna fall out the bottom, and when it comes down to it, at least for Kip, the biggest question is gonna be: did you polish that pipe, brother? Did you polish
Not the pipe. Man. Was it brown? Was it brown or silver?
I don't know. But I know one thing. He said that it was the prize. He kept on calling Shaquem the star. You the star, Shaquem. You a star. You ain't got to fuck around with these people.
I thought Stargate was a star.
Hey,
guess, hey.
Stargate might get upset soon.
For real though, man, because it's like, you producing the body cam. Of course, we're gonna watch and see, but it's only going, the shock value was only going to last for so long. Well, look, couple days, maybe a week or whatever. After that, it's going to be like, what you got? I look at AAS channel and she struggled to get 100 views. So, she used to get thousands of views. She had to put up Triggs body cam to finally get over 200 views again. Okay, now once that little shock value gone, it's dying down right now. It's going to be like,
here's what's going to happen. And I can speak to this from testimony, right? When everybody saw the fight between me and Fantastic, right? For the first month or two, I knew that was going to be the talk of the town. Yeah. For people to be bringing that up years later, you think it still work? It don't work for me. But the reason it don't work for me because that's not my first loss I ever had. Because you're not going to count all the wins. But if that's all people can refer to, if the only thing you can refer to me is just pulling up body cam footage, that let me know everything you got on me is whack. Because you ain't got nothing else.
Yeah.
But if I get to digging through the crates on you, now you a victim. Now I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
With everything that AAS put on her wall is full of D Darrell, what's that girl name? Carrie, Triggs. It's full of everything about everybody. Then when something come out about her, if somebody catching her coming up out of her place of work, if somebody get to catching her going into her place, her residence, or they run up on her on the street and have a camera on to get to asking her questions, just make her look stupid. Now it's going to be a problem, and here come all of the privacy complaints and the flagging and all this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
crazy, man. But that's what it is, man. People got used to it. They just, let anybody come in and say and do they want. They want after me.
Well, you know why, right? That's because don't nobody want to have fun. This is the new fun. Exposing people is the new fun, even though it's not really new. This is old school. But see, what they doing is miniature. Ain't nobody went really in depth. Like even the things that I heard about, like the brother named Drama or something like that, the things he was doing.
Yeah,
that was minuscule. I know people that could do way worse. But my thing is, why can't we just use this app for what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be entertaining and fun. But if y'all want to play the fun shit, don't complain. Because what happens? What happens when D Rail is either found innocent or what they think gonna happen is not gonna happen? Then what you gonna do? What's gonna be your new string of content?
So fat.
On to the next topic.
See what I'm saying?
There ain't gonna be AWS cam.
And it's funny you brought that up because it's amazing the amount of lawyers, man. They know better than the judge, the prosecutor. Like, goddamn, they have all these experts.
I can tell you like this. I used to moderate on a channel where it was about 8 to 9 lawyers on every stream, and they all used to have all of these colorful deliberations and opinions and ideas, come to all these different conclusions, and then when the trial come out, they'd be like, "Oh, someone was paid off." Come on, man, stop. Stop. Everybody can't pay off.
That was the
yeah. It was
make shit up.
It was the Johnny Depp trial. Oh,
yeah. I was watching that.
Yeah, like I don't take nothing nobody says serious on the internet until you say something serious on the internet. Then you get the raise of flags. It's just like, wait a minute, hold up, what you say? But you got to key in on what these people are saying, what these people are doing. They really not doing nothing to harm nobody. They just think that they are. Oh, we're just investigators. We're reporters. We're newscasters. No, you're not.
Man, they sure are. If you was that, you'd be doing it in real life. That's what I say. All these specialists and people that claim this, and I don't like this, man. Look, I'm in mental health. I know what I do. I don't profess to be a lawyer if I know I'm a counselor. I don't profess to be a doctor and I'm doing this. But you got all these people. You got an LMFT acting like she a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
You got a pissy bus driver acting like he a goddamn bounty hunter running around. He acting like a goddamn bounty hunter going to the courthouses and reporting shit. This is what people doing, man.
On the paperwork, it says he's a judgment enforcer. Oh yeah, we done looked you up.
What?
A judgment enforcer. Oh yeah, kid, we done looked you up. Oh, I got all types.
Judgment enforcer, huh?
Hey, Pills, watch this.
He forgot about his own motherfucking record. He ain't gonna enforce that shit.
Wait a minute.
And all of a sudden, now you look up his shit down. Now the third party platforms are all incorrect. Everybody wrong except all the information on his record is correct except for one fucking thing. Everything else is bullshit.
Hey, watch this. He's a bounty hunter. He's a truck driver. He's a investigative reporter. He's everything and all of that. But he polished one pipe. I don't care what you did in your life. You a pipe polisher now, baby. I don't care what you do. You can be the president of the United States of America. You a pipe polisher now, baby. I don't care what.
Man. And the thing about it, listen, guys, but y'all, when this stuff first came out, you notice how nonchalant he wasn't mad at Shaquem.
Nope.
It's almost like you know how
so
a man would be like for a female he did wrong to, and the female now acting out, and you just kind of just gonna let her talk and just let her get it out. I ain't gonna make it worse. That's the way he approached that with Shaquem.
Facts. And
So it did
I bring up
happen.
the fact where all of a sudden he couldn't find the text messages from October 31st. Like,
And November 1st.
come
Both
on.
days. You had the morning after rendezvous.
We know 1 + 1 is 2, man. We know what's going on, bro. We know exactly.
So allegedly, it did happen.
No, it did happen.
Allegedly.
Oh no, it happened.
It happened.
So as much as they want to fact check and run interference on everything else, how come they didn't ask him the question? They say that everyone else is a liar. Everything else is being said about everyone else. How come no one's asking him, Kip, did this really happen? Or Shakim lying? Because now you have a grand opportunity to either make Shakim out to be a liar or to be, this is a grand coming out party for Kip. This is a perfect opportunity to do it. They call themselves the anti-fraud warriors, right?
Exactly. All he had to do was show the text messages, and it would have killed this whole. But he never would do it. That's all he had to do was show the text messages that didn't run in line with what Shakim talked about.
There you go.
It would be a dead issue.
Something that
He can't. He won't do it. He won't do it because it says a lot. It says a lot about a character when a character got some shit and he won't show it. Feel me?
Man,
It's
it's something, man. Like the dude claimed he got the girlfriend. And what's up? What's the latest on the Canadian wannabe girlfriend? Like what the fuck? Like that shit is like that's some shit. Man, that shit was crazy. Like you didn't invented a fucking girl. Like what are you doing, man?
Man, we still ain't seen a woman with them. We ain't seen a picture with them together. We ain't seen a message on her Instagram with her tagging him. Nothing. But he was sending Shakim pictures of cash apps to this supposed woman. Trying to tell Shakim he can be his sugar daddy too. Man, this is crazy work, bro. This is crazy.
Man.
Yeah,
I mean, niggas will do anything, Niggas
You can be everything up under the sun, but now you known as a pipe polisher. All right, y'all, I gotta get up out of here. Hey, listen.
Yeah, man, I'm about to
I gotta get up.
myself.
Not the West.
But yeah, man, I'm just saying he spoke to the goddamn mic. He spoke first too. That nigga made sure he wanted to do it first.
Hey, I wonder if he's strong arm Shakim. I wonder if Shakim was sitting in the passenger seat like, so what we about to do? We about to go to dinner? And he just deboed him like, no, drop them draws. Like, hey, yo. How tall is Kip?
Yeah, well, I know he way taller than Shakim because Shakim ain't but 5'4".
So he bullied Shakim.
He deboed him for that mic.
Pause.
Hey, Kip a eater. He a eater.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
He had Shakim in the passenger seat saying, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
I'm going to let you.
He probably said a nice donation first, Yeah, I don't even want to say about this. We all know Shakim was saying, he for the pay, he'd be that prey,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So he may have gave him a nice little, he was sending $1,000 out in the open. Ain't no telling how much he gave him in private.
Right. But this is my thing, man. The whole thing was about
tricking ain't easy, man.
These people, they had a whole relationship.
Yeah.
A whole relationship in which they was sexting, passing bussy pics, meet and greet, and freak.
Meet and greet and freak. I like that.
Yeah, like they had all kind of shit. This shit was not no spare of the moment. We just gonna fucking fuck now. This is an ongoing plan this shit out. We gonna do it the right way. We gonna make it special.
Our
first time gonna be special.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's
We
fucked up.
gonna make love.
Hey, that's why when I first heard about this, that's why I said Shaquem is a victim, because damn, Shaquem didn't even get nothing out of it. After
Yes, he
listening
did.
to
He couldn't raise to the occasion. And when he tried to do it, he said it wasn't operating right.
yeah,
But that's another thing, because Shaquem said that, right? And then after that, when Kip goes live, the infomercial comes on doing his live about men not being able to get it up right.
hey yo,
Yo, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Nah, man. Are you serious?
Listen,
Hey, now that's some funny ass shit. The timing of that.
hey, let me tell you how Google ads work. Okay, if you have a conversation about a certain thing, or if you looking it up, you will start getting that. Like if we start having a conversation about cat food right now, right? Let's say we just talk about cat food for a little bit. You gonna get a commercial about cat food. So for him to get that commercial about ED pills, come on, brother, come on, man.
how did Shaquem?
My thing is this, man. Any man that another man said that you gave him that mic, he took that mic from you, we'll be like, man, I'm it's threatening words, like I'm about to storm your ass, or you about to be deleted.
Facts.
Yeah,
You don't
gotta
get
catch
none of
hands.
that from him. None of that.
None of it.
None of that type of energy.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know what he
Because
said
let it
initially a couple years ago when this came out? I'm gonna leave Shaquem. I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I ain't gonna comment on Shaq. I'm just it's almost like Shaquem, the woman scoring, just telling everything. I'm just gonna let him be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let time heal our wounds.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, you
energy of
fucked up for
being
that.
mad. I'm gonna kill your ass. Something like that. I'm gonna kick your. None of that. None of that type of shit.
I mean, because that's typical for any man to do. Any man that get that jacket put on him will be ready to fight. You got to defend something.
Right.
One of the things that he always talk about is his reputation, right? So if you okay with being known as a doxer, you okay with being known as your son being a pedophile and a career criminal and all this, that, and the other, and you also okay with a man saying that you sucked him off? What we doing?
Yeah, you're an eater.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me say this. So he takes it.
I don't know.
Seem like he
That's
took
just what
it.
it looks
Kip like the man. He Kip like man milk. That nigga like man milk.
I'm saying it look like Kip takes it and Shaquem gives it. Right?
And from the
So it
charges,
looks
look like his son takes it from underage girls. So everything.
But you know this guy. When Shaquem said the other day on that interview talking about he was wondering, he didn't know. It's almost like Shaquem was prepared for the penetration. He was like, I don't know how far this is gonna go. Like, what are we gonna do? What kind of how like shit is gonna get?
Yeah.
He didn't know how, he didn't know where he was, it's like he was gonna go with the flow.
Right. But the crazy thing is you got to look at it like this too. As much as he knows that Shaquem loved to expose people or come up with narratives, that means that he didn't see this as a risk. He's seen this as an opportunity. He didn't care if Shaquem exposed him for being a pipe polisher.
He was comfortable.
There you go.
He was comfortable with Shaquem.
Yeah, he was a willing participant, so he was ready for forever.
Yeah.
He said Shaquem is like Dwayne Wade's son.
Pretty much.
You crazy.
Rise.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
y'all gotta understand, man. Kip looked like this. Like, look, I waited over a year for this ass.
Hey, ain't nothing gonna stop me today.
Ain't nothing getting in the way of this. I don't give a damn what he exposed.
And I feel bad for Shaquem. He was probably just looking for a little wine and dine, maybe dinner and a movie. Shaquem said, "Nah,
Nah.
that ass is mine today, boy."
Kip was pulling a P Diddy on his ass. He was like,
Shaquem
Take that.
Shaquem saw all them bottles of Diddy baby oil. He knew what was going on.
Nah, y'all fucked up for that.
Let me stop, bro.
No,
You know-
we ain't fucked up. We didn't do it.
look, man, the guy could have easily killed all of this by showing the damn text. Is all he had to do, and he would not do it.
Yeah,
because he knew he was calling Shaquem his little, boo thing and all the little pet names and shit. The prize. He wanted to see the real shit, and that's why he never showed his side of the text messages because it was going to expose him worse. But it's like, dude, like be true who you are, Kip. You in your late 50s, like goddamn it, literally just be you. Shit. I mean, if you like to speak on the mic, it's just what it is. Hey, what I can do, I'm 3,000 miles away. Well, whatever.
I'm gonna have to change my name, man. I'm gonna have to change my name, man.
Well, not that far from Atlanta. No telling what else you didn't got into. It is what it is.
One thing I know about Atlanta, if you did it one time, you didn't did it before, and that means you will do it again. So
Shaquem is my Dennis Rodman.
Well, he's in a central hub for that's what they do down there. Exactly. It's more of them than it is women. And like if you listen to a lot of these conversations that be going on in social media, not from the rainbow sector. If you listen to just regular conversations, people got mad when I was like, they asked me, they said, "You always bringing up how it's always undercover brothers." I said, "Yeah, it's a lot of these Negroes."
It is.
They said, "Well, what percentage of men do you think is undercover?" I said, "Yeah, I think like a good 85 to 90% of these Negroes is playing for the same team." They're like, "Oh, come man, that's unbelievable." I said, "Okay." In Atlanta, yeah.
Oh, look, yeah, but I don't know what the statistic, but I know it's to me. Look, Atlanta is just the black San Francisco. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
So it's like the reality is that it's been like that for the last 20 years, 25 years, and that's just the culture there. Like I never forget. I know multiple relatives of mine that engage in that, and when they want to go out and have a good time, Atlanta is the go-to spot.
Yes.
And they don't go by themselves. They go with 2 or 3 other men to go out there and have a good time.
Yeah.
It's the go-to spot.
Well, you know why that is, right? Because in places like where I come from Detroit, Michigan, in the north, it's really you really shunned and vexed for being a part of that. It's not a word that's safe for YouTube, but they got a word for people who play for the same team. And back in the day, Dylan, his age bracket, you used to get clowned for being that. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
but down there,
definitely.
down there in the south,
I was gonna say quarterback.
Nah, it's more like pissy, but with an S. You see what I'm saying? And then that was a fighting word back in the day. But down in the south, since they so wide open with it, I mean, this is the place where they always talk about, it's your second or third removed cousin, so it's okay. This is the hub for that. This is the birthplace of it. So for him to be in that area, and I'm not saying that every man that's in that area is like that, because they're not all like that. But when you get caught up in something, if somebody gay come out and say, "Yeah, he did this to me," everybody gonna look at you and be like, "Come on, bro, what we doing? Like this is what you a part of." And like you said earlier, D-Darrell, women, you got to be careful with Negroes like that.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta black females, y'all gotta be black women, y'all gotta be careful with, because the reason why I felt like it was a necessity to say that is because he was sending Shaquem pussy pics, and the fact that this man claimed you know, he lied about his relationship with this alleged woman. It went from being a woman, a girlfriend, to a wife. You know what I'm saying? And so that needs to be said, man. Like, he had no shame in it. Like, to both of them, it didn't matter whether or not he was with this woman or not. They was gonna do what they was gonna do. So the thing about it, the person that's being at risk is this black woman that's probably having unprotected sex with this trifling Negro. That she probably never would think he would engage in that type of behavior. And to me, that you got to protect yourself from shit like that.
Absolutely,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
The fact of the matter is, there's a risk factor. This is why the whole dating conversations, the DMP conversations that they be having a lot of times, a lot of these people really not having the other side of that conversation. That is a lot of females that participate in same-sex intercourse, and the same things goes with a lot of men. So when you hear about, oh yeah, he cheated on me, you don't know if he cheated with a man or a woman. It depends on where he come from, what question is going to be.
Man, you tell them the truth, my guy.
So in this particular situation, because he comes from that area, ain't no way to say like, yeah, he probably feel embarrassed about it because he wanted to be on the down low. But then that raises your eyebrow because you went and this is nothing. I'm not saying nothing negative about Shaquem, but we all know how Shaquem worked. If it's an opportunity to get somebody in the room or to tell a story, then he's going to tell it. And you took this risk of doing it with him. Okay, so then you was comfortable.
Yeah, he was comfortable. He wanted it.
Yeah.
You understand. Y'all got to understand how many live streams he had to wait. All the live streams, all the phone calls. He was backed up waiting on this day.
Yo, you're a funny guy. He said he was backed up.
He was backed up waiting on this shit.
Nah, you can't make shit out no more.
Man, that dude, like, he was upset, man. The guy was upset. When you call another man the prize.
Yeah.
Right, you the prize. You the prize.
So you think Shaquem reminded him of his son type stuff?
I'm not going.
I don't think he reminded him of anybody outside of him wanting to be a nice piece of ass that he wanted. That's what I think.
Pretty much.
Man. So basically, like, yo, I gotta get me a youngster. You feel me? I like this youngster from the sector.
Well, you can't even say he existed within like lust, because lust is just a on the spot thing. You see it like, you know, a lot of people. I'm talking about heterosexual people because, you know, that's the background I come from. If you see a woman with a nice ass, you a single man, you like, shit, she got a nice ass. I'm trying to jump up on that.
That's a fact.
She got some nice lips. You like, I'm trying to see what them lips do. But lust
all day, every day.
Right. Lust is when it's an on the spot thing. This was a craving. This was a void that needed to be filled. This was a hunger. He had a satiation that he only seen within Shaquem that Shaquem could feel. That's why it is that he was targeting Shaquem. This is why I say that Shaquem, he was groom. Is it safe to say that he was grooming Shaquem? Let's just be honest.
Yeah, like in a way, I really think when this first began, this is me speculating. I don't think Shaquem was attracted to this man, and to me, knowing Shaquem is as long as I've known him, because I talked to, you know, I think Shaquem was not even comfortable with his sexuality at the time, and I'm going back to 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
And so because of that, that's why I think Kip saw an opportunity. And that's why I think Kip did target Shaquem.
Well, you know why that is, right? Well, I'm sorry, I don't know what your background is exactly. Is it behavioral or is it just, what is it?
It's mental health, overall mental health.
So overall mental health, you know that when it comes to people who come from that background, people who are part of the gay community, they have a fear of coming out because they don't know how people's reactions is going to be.
Right.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, him not knowing Kip's true intentions kind of made him feel kind of standoffish. I mean, don't get me wrong. You showering me with money. you offering to pay things, you doing things. You could be a genuine person that actually just supports me, especially being a content creator. You don't know what people's true intentions is behind supporting you. But then now, excuse me, now you enter into a different realm where you want to meet up with me.
Yeah,
I got to be kind of skeptical about that, especially when
I think the beginning. I do think at the beginning, Shakim had no intentions of like taking it to that because number one, I don't think he was comfortable enough. I'm just speculating. I don't know factually, but me knowing Shakim was very sensitive about sexuality, and at the time, this is a fact. I knew he was actually not happy with dating some of the women. He had he actually went live and talked about issues with some women that he was attempting to date. Mm-hmm. So I really think that in the initial stages, I don't think Shakim went into that relationship thinking it was going to go that route.
Correct. He probably just seen it as someone who was sympathetic. And again, I'm not saying nothing about Shakim, but when we was in our beef, and I went back and I was doing my research on him, and I found a lot of things that he was talking about in the Kemet community and the conscious community and all this, that, and the other. Even though I clowned him about a lot of things he was talking about, when you actually listen to what a person is saying, you actually get a better understanding of who they are as a person. In more ways than one, all the things he was talking about, you could tell he was coming from a very specific position. And when people would say, man, just say you gay, he's like, why does this have to be about my sexuality? So you become closed off. Your boundaries is now enamored. You foundationally strengthening your boundaries because not everything is always about my sexuality. So I can understand he don't want to talk about his sexuality. But then with someone like Kip, this is why I always said he forced himself on that boy. I'm not saying that Kip knew that Shakim was gay, but
he knew. He studied him before that's what predators do. They study to see something. Yeah, he kind of, I don't know if he knew 100%, but he saw the signs.
Well, the predator within him put that label on Shakim. If you ain't gay, I see you as gay. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that whole, even though a lot of people joke about the guy that called himself the booty warrior, when he said I like you and I want you, hey, that don't mean that everybody play like that. But what you gonna do when a dude is telling you to your face, either you gonna give it or I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
So with Shakim, ain't no telling. Shakim is in this man's truck. He done met up with this man. He don't know this man from a can of paint other than just on YouTube. And I hear this man in your face talking about drop your drawers and give me the balls. Like, come on, man, what we doing?
Yeah, man, that's shit funny,
man. Ain't no way. He's sitting in that truck with his hand over that passenger. Say, hey, little Shay, little chocolate boy.
Chocolate boy.
Come here, little chocolate.
Hands up, don't suck.
Nah,
Hey,
not
man.
Not that. Come here, little chocolate nigga.
Look, man. But I'm actually like this the thing, man. Like it just came a long way to be comfortable enough to talk about things.
Yeah.
And about, whatever, because he wouldn't have said that years ago what he's saying now. He would have kept that under the under the covers.
Absolutely.
But them days are gone. He's matured and evolved, and so now he just let it out. Like, to me, Kip, look, the best thing I know you want to think, you don't want nobody to know how you like to play after dark. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like, shit, we don't know you. I mean, it just
you said play after dark.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing about when you in these situations, these down low situations. When a person has an awakening, you gotta, if you didn't have a good relationship with that person, it's over. It's over. Everything about you about to come out. Yeah, he did this. Listen, all the way down the throat to the stomach, and he swallowed. It's just like, God damn.
No more details, please.
Like he had my toes wiggling. Like damn, bro. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like everything, man. And the
I
thing about it, he
understand.
better be lucky that's all that happened. But
Man.
because if it would have been full-fledged Brokeback Mountain type
Oh,
shit, he would have told the whole thing on that too.
absolutely.
It would have been like, but
Hey,
that's
Shakim could have been one of them bold ones. He could have recorded it. Oh man! Imagine the shit show. Exactly. Either you keep sending me cash apps, or this video gonna come out. You got options.
That's fucked up.
damn, that's fucked up. But that's
fucked up. That's fucked up because your whole life you gotta pay that nigga. Your whole
Ain't that what they do though?
Yeah.
Don't they get caught up all the time? It was a pastor in Detroit that got caught up like that.
a bunch of people got caught up like that.
Absolutely. Hey, lock the doors.
Look.
Man. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Any last words?
Nah, I appreciate you having me up. This is a good laugh, good conversation. I'll holler at you.
All right,
Yeah. It was a good laugh. Good laugh.
All right, guys, I'm getting my ass into bed. Y'all have a good night. Hope y'all enjoy the live.
No,
Peace.
I got one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, this nigga's gonna keep on shining them boots.
All right. All right, guys. Peace.